Summers with Coldwell Banker. For those of you that don't know me, I am a licensed real estate agent in the state of Minnesota. I mostly work the Minnesota, Minneapolis, St. Paul metro area. Sorry, it's just Friday. What do you do? I wanted to go live and talk about something that's really been coming up with a lot of people, sellers, homeowners that are thinking about selling, especially in this market. As most of you are probably aware, the prices have just been skyrocketing over the last 18 months. And the one thing that's going to fix that is if we end up getting more inventory. Until we get to that point, it's going to be somewhat of a crapshoot, just simply because of the fact that it seems like if we had more inventory, we would be able to solve the shortage, which sounds really, common sense, but that's really what it is. So I want to talk a little bit about strategies to sell your home and move to another one, because it seems like the biggest fear as these interest rates are rising and the inventory being a little lower, that people don't want to sell their home or put it up on the market because they're scared they'll have no place to go and they'll end up homeless. So for starters, that's just simply not going to be the case. You have to have strategies to avoid something like that, but I'm going to give you some common sense ideas today that would make things a lot easier and ease your mind if it's something that you're contemplating and you're really worried about. The first thing you can do, which is the one on the list that I wouldn't as a professional recommend you do, is put something in the MLS that says the sale of this home is contingent upon the buyer finding or the seller finding their next home. That's a mistake. And the reason it's a mistake is it scares buyers away because there's no end in sight. It's almost a situation where, do we write an offer on a home? Because what if they never find a home? Then does that mean that we can't buy the home that we wrote on? So it's the one thing that I just wouldn't do from a professional standpoint, because I think it really boxes you in a lot. The next one you could do is you can choose a later closing date. So if you get someone that wants to buy your house, you can say, well, we'll close on or before and give like 120 or 180 day close date. That should give you more than enough time to find a new home that suits your needs as to why you're moving in the first place. That can get a little tricky just because there are some who literally won't wait that long, especially right now as the interest rates seem to be rising. But it is an option, and there are some buyers who, if they want your home bad enough, they would agree to something like that. You also want to find a non-contingent buyer that does not have a home to sell. If you have someone like that who's currently renting or moving here from out of town, it puts you in a better position to negotiate these types of things to give you more of a chance to find a home to purchase. So someone who's contingent that they have a home to sell may not be able to do it, because if they put their home up for sale, maybe that buyer wants to move in 45 days. So some of these things have to align together to make it correct for you, but it's doable. You also want to be a non-contingent buyer on your purchase side. So one of the things that we talk about with sellers is you do have an ability, if you have enough equity in your home, to use what they call a bridge loan. And what that will do is that will get you into your new house so you can close on that one and then sell the home that you currently live in. This is a risky move, and it works better for some than others, because you never know when the market is going to shift or something is going to change. So you have to be aware of that and know what your bottom line numbers are so you can track that as things go. So it's always a possibility, but along with that comes some responsibility on your part to not only get out there and look at homes that could be suitable for you, that work for what you're looking for, so that when the right one comes along, you can jump on it, but also know your numbers from a bridge loan standpoint, because you don't want to end up owning a home and then having your other home still for sale and you're making 2 house payments. So we try to minimize that, or we try to get you to avoid that by doing something like finding your house, you purchase it, and then right away we have your home ready to go. We put it on the market and we push both of them out to a 90-day close. So hopefully by the time that you are moving into your new home, you have a contract on the home you want to sell, and they're both going to close pretty close to the same time. Then at that point, you're not making 2 payments. But like I said, this can be much riskier, but it is an option. There's a lot of people who've used this strategy. I think it really comes down to the strength of your buyer as well. Again, being non-contingent makes a huge difference. The other piece to it as well is knowing your numbers and really understanding the market so that you're ready to jump when that house comes on. The other possibility is you sell your house first and then you find one. And if you want to do that because the comfort level is higher than doing, say, a bridge loan, then we would want to get you out, look at a bunch of homes. And when I get to the point where I'm showing you enough homes where you can say, yeah, here's 2 right now that I would purchase for different reasons, but I like both of them. Once we have that many, then we know other ones are coming on the market. So the chances of you being able to find what you want is relatively easy versus if you've been looking at homes and nothing has come on for 3 months, then it's probably not the right time to sell. So there's always ways to work around this, and every situation is going to be different, but you can employ any one of these strategies to get you from point A to point B. The larger thing is just considering all your options and knowing what you can and can't do and the ramifications of the choices. If you have questions, as always, please feel free to contact me. I am around. You can email me, you can text me, you can call me, whatever you like. I have videos on my YouTube channel as well as Facebook and other social media. You can find me on Google. It's Tom Summers Coldwell Banker. Thank you so much for taking time to watch this today. I wish that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week and look forward for more videos from me coming soon.